thing I did not expect, even though I knew myself, I am, I always want to learn. But how much I learned from the mentees and how many strategies and activities I would go in and I was jotting things down on my notebook to say, oh, I want to use this in my classroom. And then just, even though it was just a few weeks, how I felt like I just really got to know my mentees. And again, I say, when I see on social media, or we would text each other, and we've met since then for lunch, and we just talk about what's going in our classrooms, and it just really, you feel like you're part of a group that knows what you're going through.
Some of the strategies that I learned throughout the New Teacher Bootcamp, they are evergreen. You're always going to have a student who's a class clown, or you're always going to have a student who might cause a problem with some other students. But I know that I have a way to connect with students in a positive way that will help them behave, that will help them learn the best that they can, and that will hopefully give them, everyday skills as social interaction and respect.
Part of being a teacher is also having that community of other teachers you work with. And it helped me out tremendously. I was able to still feel that connection with my colleagues, with the new teachers, with teachers who were seasoned who still had questions. Because I was a teacher engagement ambassador, they decided, maybe you can help me with this, instead of going to admin. And it definitely built my confidence as a teacher.
The Leading from the Classroom program, I learned that I can lead, just like it says, from my classroom and not move into administration. And by doing that, I can help my colleagues with their craft and show them things that have worked in my classroom and introduce them to those concepts and skills from the teaching perspective.
When I joined Extending Excellence, I was feeling very overwhelmed as a teacher. Even though I was in my 5th year, I was getting in my flow. A lot of new things had been added to my plate. So Extending Excellence and having a mentor and having a group of people kind of to encourage me and to meet with and to hopefully form relationships with even beyond Extending Excellence was really exciting. I wouldn't say I felt super nervous. I'm always nervous, to be observed, but I was really excited about the opportunity to grow.
I was able to use the information immediately. I remember the next day, every day after I attended a seminar, I would always had an opportunity to implement something that I learned, so it was always relevant. So I was able to create these building blocks. So now I have my own little file of building blocks that I use depending upon the lesson, but I have actual materials, I have strategies that I use every single day in the classroom.